Hey, what's happening, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Holloway's Garage. We're back on this older 2018 Chevy Silverado with the L5P Duramax in it. I bought this thing wrecked from Copart. I don't know if you've seen any other videos, but I'll put them up above. And yeah, finally got around, got it all buttoned up and finished. And so one of the problems I had, though, was with the drive shaft. I think in another video, probably you might have seen it, but where the universal joint slides in was like at around. So I ended up having to drive those out and shave. I tried to shave with a Dremel, make it work. I made it work and it lasted like probably 1,000 miles or so, but then it got a real bad vibration. Sure enough, one of the caps actually like blew out of it. And then that thing, luckily I was only like 10 minutes from home, but I was pulling a trailer and that thing was vibrating like crazy. So I limped it home, swapped that to my other truck, but I ordered a new drive shaft and I noticed that the tail shaft was leaking on the transfer case. So I figured I'd get a new seal for that. So we'll do the seal and we'll do a new drive shaft in this thing. Shouldn't take very long. And, you know, this will give you an idea of what it would take to do it. And I think altogether, like $430 or so for both parts, for the drive shaft and the seal, through Rock Auto. So let's get this thing up on the lift and we'll check out what we're working with. All right, got her on the lift. She's up. And what we'll do now, we'll just measure the drive shaft to make sure that it's good to go, but you can see what happened here. The one cap flew right out. So, so yeah, basically we just got a whole new drive shaft because I think this was the side that was all boogered up. You can kind of see it. So when this truck was hit, see the ears all banged up. When this truck was hit, it was rear-ended. I think it was actually the passenger or the driver's side rear. Maybe it was a passenger, I forget. But anyway, the U-bolt sheared and the whole thing twisted. And yeah, so I just slowly rebuilt it and it's all good to go now. So we'll just swap that out. And then it's one less thing to worry about. I don't want to be pulling heavy or be far away from home and then end up having problems with the drive shaft. You can see the tail shaft. It's a little wet. It's not extremely wet though. So I'm just going to swap that out while I'm here. And yeah, that's it. Let's measure this drive shaft, and then we can kind of get an idea. I just want to make sure that obviously I got the right length drive shaft. All right, let's check this one out now. All right, so I measured it up. They both match. And this is from Dorman. It's a Dorman part number 946. Let's see, 946626. So let's get this slapped up in here. And yeah, we'll be ready to go. So when you're doing these, it's simple. Just unbolt these clamps, the universal joint clamps. You can pop it out, slide it forward. This just slides right out, no problem, out of the rear of the transfer case. And I'll do that seal while I'm at it. And yeah, I had to double check. I'm pretty sure that seal should just slide in. Yeah, there's a lip on the back here. I could just tap it out, and I tap the new one in, and that's it. Yeah, so these are just 7/16 bolts, and that's it. Basically, you just pull it out. Probably gonna have to just tap it or pry it with a pry bar. Get that busted, that universal joint out. So just pry that out. I just bought this universal joint too, so that's kind of a bummer. Kind of a waste of money, but it's the way it is sometimes. And then you just slide it out of the rear of the transfer case. You got it out. I'll save this for something. Not sure what yet, but you just never know. I might need a drive shaft or just that other end for something. Now let's get up in here. I'll kind of show you a better view of this. So it is leaking a bit. It's not terrible. This other one I had was leaking real bad. But see this metal edge here? You can just tap that off of the actual transfer case with a hammer and a screwdriver or a pry bar. So here's the part number for the seal: 242-26707, and you can see how it just taps in there. So you just drive the old one out and drive this new one in. That's it. So I'll just work my way around it with a flathead. Alright, got her out. Grab the new one. I'll wipe this inside here clean real quick with a rag. Make sure there's no debris in there. Alright. I might put a drop of some grease or something on here just to slide it in there. Alright, just put a little drop of WD-40 on her. And that's it. Now I'll just tap it in. Alright, so you want to find something that's same diameter as that. Which this actually, the top of like a welding tank, works perfect. And You slide it over, just drive her home, and then that's it really. You want to make sure that you have that, there's a V-notch, see it? It's hard to see right now, but there's a V at the top. You want that at the, there it is. You want that at the top. And then your weep hole will be down at the bottom there. So once you get that in, you just slide the drive shaft in. Just take it, slide her in there. I always put the truck in neutral if it's on the lift, that way I could rotate the drive shaft and get it everything lined up right. That's it. It's buttoned up. You want to top off your transfer case. Mine didn't have any fluid leaking out, so it's probably low to begin with, I guess. And that's it. Basically, simple. I can't get these bolts in there, but yeah, just bolt that up and she's good to go. All right, got her buttoned up. Everything's good to go. Definitely have to fill the transfer case up with some fluid. Which I should check that while I'm under here. So that's your check plug. I'll just check to see if there's any fluid in there. Hopefully there is. And that's it. She's done. The other thing I need to do is put a resonator in here because this thing's so freaking loud. Drones like crazy, and I just don't know where I could fit that resonator. Maybe up in here. Well, thanks for checking out this episode of Holly's Garage. Hopefully it was helpful for you and, you know, showed you a few things or show you how easy it is actually to do that. Swap out that seal on the drive shaft. Next video I'll do, I'm going to swap this bumper out with a new one, chrome one, and then that's it. I got the tow mirrors on here, and she's about done. I have like some Denali wheels I'm going to put on it too, and I think that'll kind of like make it look the way I want it to, and we'll go from there. But cool, if you like what you saw, hit that thumbs up button. If you want to see more, hit subscribe. Every little bit helps. Even if you don't even watch the channel a ton, like if you could just subscribe, that'd be huge. And then maybe you'll get into it, seeing like I work on all kinds of stuff from old Bobcats, excavators to, you know, old Chevy trucks and new Chevy trucks, even old Internationals and stuff. So I have a ton of stuff to put up on the channel, and I hope you guys subscribe and it'll help me out big. But have a good one. Thanks.